Hey YouTube, Lisa Forever here. So today I want to do a really quick review / tutorial of a newly launched product from NARS. This is their Velvet Matte Skin Tint. This will also be kind of like my first impressions of the product and all that jazz, okay? I'm under the impression that by skin tint, this is going to be like a tinted moisturizer. It also says SPF 30 sunscreen, so this is gonna be something that is a good alternative to foundation. I actually have a couple different colors to try out. I have St. Moritz, which is a medium 1. I've got Cusco, which is a medium 1.5, and Malaga, which is medium dark 1. I explored their site a little bit and they do have 12 global shades. So it shouldn't be too hard to find your shade, and if you can't find it, you could always get 2 of them and like mix them together. So today I wanted to incorporate this product in a quick natural look. I don't usually use tinted moisturizers or skin tints. I'm usually like an all or nothing kind of girl when it comes to makeup. So I'm really interested to see the difference between this and a foundation. Since this does say like a velvet matte skin tint, like velvety matte, like I don't think of velvet matte when I think of a skin tint or a tinted moisturizer. I kind of think of like really moisturized, like oily, not oily, but you know what I'm saying, like sheen, like a sheen. That's what I think of. So yeah, let me just go ahead and try this out. I'm gonna try it out on camera. This is the medium 1. I'm hoping that this should be the color that I need. I can't really tell. It does look like my skin tone. So, you know, I'm just gonna go ahead and wing it with this. I'm not gonna mix it with any other ones because I thought at first it would be a little bit too light for me, but it's starting to look like, you know, it might be fine. With a tinted moisturizer skin tint thing like this, I would usually just apply it with my hand just like I do any other moisturizer, but I think today I'm gonna use a beauty blender just because when I'm like using my hands to like rub it in, my face is gonna get red and I don't want my face to get red. So let me just do some dabbing. So I'm just gonna take a little like this. Ooh, feels really nice on the back of my hand. I wish that you guys could see this a little bit better. I don't know what's going on with my little camera though today. It feels really nice, you guys. Hold the phone before I go any further. I would like to say for this natural look, I already have my brows done. I have a tutorial for my brows. I will leave that in the description box. So I have my brows done and I just applied some eyelashes, basically. So that's all my natural look is going to consist of. A nice brow, lashes done so that I can just head out the door and go on with my day. Okay, so got the product on my hand. I would like to say that I don't have like any primers or anything on my face. I just wash my face, put some moisturizer on, and now we're ready to go. No primers. So let's try this, let's go. Which that's a good question. I'm not really sure if you need to use a moisturizer if you're gonna use this, even though it doesn't say that this is a moisturizer, because it's skin tint. So yeah, I probably would still use moisturizer. Ooh. Okay. I'm loving this already. It reminds me of a really, I can't even explain it. It reminds me of foundation, it really does. But for some reason I get the impression that it's better for me than foundation. I'll definitely say it is that velvety matte look. It definitely is matte without being like drying, and it's covering up all my imperfections, evening out my skin, kind of like blurring out my pores. This is exactly what I need on those days when I'm just trying to run out the house. A lot of times I like to leave the house with no makeup at all and I just look so pale and like my face is just so uneven in color. So it looks like this is really going to even me up without putting on a heavy foundation. I find this with this beauty blender though, because it gives it more of an even finish as opposed to using my hands. So I feel like, I don't know, sometimes when you rub it in, as you're rubbing it in more, it kind of rubs off in certain areas. I don't know if that even makes sense. And then sometimes redness can peek through and it just doesn't look as good. This looks really nice. I'm actually really surprised that I'm liking this right now, just because I told you guys I like that full coverage. This seems like a really good product for like on the go type of situations. Just like throw it in the bag. Just throw it in the bag and be up out the door. If you're going to the beach for the day, but then you have to go, you know, somewhere afterwards and you don't want to be looking cray cray, throw this in your bag and then just dab it on. Or rub it in with your hands, you know? I can already tell as I'm applying this, I don't need to set this with a powder. I think that's what makes this matte finish so amazing about this product, because look, lots of times when you put on a tinted moisturizer, it is that sheen, and it does, like, I don't know, it can look kind of oily, and then it can look oily really fast. So just having kind of like a already matte, don't gotta worry about blotting or putting powder on, that's just perfect all in one. I got that even complexion. And as I keep like kind of dabbing some on, I can tell that it's kind of buildable. I'm not sure if this is a buildable kind of a thing, but it feels like I'm just like able to be buildable in certain areas if I want it to be. Like I got some scars, really light, faint scars that only I can see, but putting it on there, I feel like it's covering them for me. My pores look very like blurred, like I just went and smeared them out. One thing I do notice is that this looks like I have on a mask, so I'm going to take a darker one. I'm gonna take the Cusco 1.5, medium 1.5, and just take that around my hairline so that it can kind of blend. I do get like a tan up here as opposed to like the middle of my face. The middle of my face is always so pale. So it'll be nice to kind of like just blend the two colors. Got the baby hairs, don't wanna mess up the baby hairs. I might have to so that this looks right. Just like that, let's see. Is that better? I don't want it to look like I have like a white mask on, that's the thing. So here is the finished look. What do you think? I think that this is a really brilliant idea to have like a skin tint be matte. I also think that this would be a really good product for a beginner. If you're not used to wearing like foundations and stuff and you want to start somewhere very simple and light, this is perfect. Like it gives me that nice even look without being too heavy or making me feel, you know, weighed down or greasy or anything. I feel like I don't need to do anything else to my face. I feel like I would just leave like this, maybe put on some Carmex, some lip looking a little dry, but I would definitely just go like this. I feel very comfortable and even, and I don't feel so ghostly like I was before. I felt like I had like uneven skin and I was very pale in certain areas and then darker in other areas. I don't know, this stuff really is magic. So I'm definitely gonna say that if you're looking for a really, really light coverage foundation, a skin tint, a tinted moisturizer kind of a thing, this is definitely the way to go, especially if you have oily skin. Like I have the oiliest skin in the world, and I can tell that this is gonna really work out for me. If for some reason you're a beginner and you decide to try this out and you still feel like it's too much of a coverage for you, I would say mix this with a little bit of your moisturizer to thin it out. When I first started wearing foundations, half of the foundation and half lotion, and I mixed them together and then just spread it on my face with my hands, and that worked out wonderfully for me. Anyway, so I will leave all the important details about this product in the description box below, also with the link to my brow tutorial. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you at my next upload. Bye!
Like, hey, oh. All my bitches got real hair, chillin' with the top down, screaming like, hey, oh. I'ma take her ass down, she bring her friend around, but I'm both like, hey, oh. I'm a bougie ass nigga, let the roof at home. We vibing like, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey. But don't be acting like I need you. Hey, babe, this my new shit. I'm the black bitchy bitch with the roof.